What I realized is no one used to natural bodies no more. Like nowadays, if you thick, if you got a big butt, you supposed to have no stomach. Like that doesn't go together. BBO culture is so sick and took over everything that nobody knows what natural bodies look like anymore. And then if you a skinny girl and you don't really got a lot of butt and you got a little shape, you expect to go get a BBL because you need to have ass. Like when I was skinny, nobody was on my body. Nobody wanted to fuck with me. I'm a toothpick. I'm this. I'm that. But now that I gained weight, oh my body look nice. This, that. Yeah, I'm happy to have my weight now because me personally, I feel like my head look like a bobblehead. Like I feel like I needed weight. But a lot of other people' confidence is ruined because, some people can't gain the fucking weight. And then some women don't want to be thick because they can't fit jeans, they can't fit certain clothes. Like, and don't get me started on Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova is made for BBLs. Like, that shit is not made for natural women.
BBL culture has a lot of us very, very confused as to how a woman's body is actually supposed to look. Let me say, if you get a BBL, get it how you live. I don't care. But a natural ass that size is probably gonna come with a back roll. It's probably gonna come with a stomach, some fupa, feel what I'm saying, an arm jiggle, because that's a natural body. You know what I'm saying? BBLs, yeah, you're gonna have a big old butt, and like that's it because you paid for that. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. But actual asses come with weight other places too. You're gonna have a back roll. You're gonna have a stomach. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Honestly, it looks great, and real niggas like both.
BBL culture got all these fashion companies thinking we all want cutouts and slits. Everybody ain't having a hot girl summer or winter. In fact, some of us are fully clothed baddies with men at home. Heck, and even if the ones that don't got a man, they dressing for themselves and don't want to wear slits and slices everywhere they go. Bring back fully clothed fashions and stop getting strips of fabric and stitching them together and trying to charge me $60 for it. Y'all, look at this. At this point, and I'm not trying to bash Tiny or nothing like that, because I know you thinking the same thing I'm thinking, right? Because I didn't say what I was going to talk about, but you thinking exactly what I'm about to talk about, okay? But I think at this point we have enough evidence that BBLs need to be done away with, okay? At this point, I really think it's become blatantly obvious that they don't age well. BBLs don't seem to age well. Seems like you have to do a lot in order to keep it up. It seems like you may have to go back and get it redone. And I really think at this point, it's just not worth it. I love Tiny. Like, I love Escape. Like, that was always one of my favorite groups. But I really just feel like Tiny, like, okay, I'm not even going to talk about her body, right? We all saw it. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to talk about her body. There is no way that I would allow my stylist to put me in an outfit that makes me look like I'm literally about to explode out of a can. Like I'm sucked into a can and I'm just like ready to explode. Like my body is just ready to just combust out of the outfit. Like I just could not see myself allowing that to happen. And it's funny because like if you go back and you rewatch the video, Candy, look at the way that Candy is looking at Tiny. Like I feel like I can almost read her thoughts like, ooh, child, that don't look good. Once again, that's what we're all thinking, but I was actually just talking to one of my best friends about today about like dressing for your body type. And I feel like some women are not body aware or body conscious. Like there's something that looks good on everybody, but everything don't look good on everybody. And at certain point, you either need to retire a certain type of outfit or just don't ever wear certain types of outfits because you just don't really look good in it. Everybody don't look good in everything. It's the unfortunate truth.
BBL era culture trend is coming to a motherfucking end. And if it ain't, it need to. Because the shit is just ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. Some bitches went to the right doctor that got their shit looking right. And even some of you bitches who shit did look right at first, you bitches want to continue to eat like a fucking pig. And now you got this small ass waist, this artificial ass booty, big ass arms, big ass face. Like, you just big everywhere except for in the waist. And like, that makes you look even more fake. I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying. Like, the bitches who in their 30s now, they got the BBLs when they was in their 20s, early 20s and shit, done set up here and gained all that motherfucking weight. Now they walking around like, with a fat ass. And I just feel like as a whole, the girlies are starting to appreciate naturalness more. And back in the day, like, having a big butt didn't mean having a big, dumb, stupid ass booty. Like, Pam off Martin, they used to call her junk in the trunk because her ass was sitting up. It was firm. It was toned up. It was just the right amount of juicy. It wasn't all dramatic and shit. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like once like the 2010s hit, bitches just went bonkers with BBLs. And it's like, my God, like, ugh.
Did you know that when you see these models with BBLs on sites like Fashion Nova and their bodies are extremely exaggerated and everybody's like, why you got these models wearing that? You know, my body don't look like that. Do you know that people order from those models more than a regular model? Do you know that women psychologically are drawn to the BBL aesthetic, even though we may know that our bodies do not look anything like that? Because it's the cognitive dissonance that we believe that, you know, we order that dress that's on Jody Joe. Her body is exaggerated hourglass shape. We know we shape like a damn can of Coke, not a bottle of Coke. We ordering it. We know we don't look like that, but we just, you know, there's that little part in the brain that goes, well, maybe if I buy it and I put it on, I'm gonna look like that. Cognitive dissonance. This is why BBLs are perpetuated through media. This is why, because the self-esteem is not where it needs to be with women. The way we love ourselves is not what it needs to be. And I do not have a BBL. I do not condone BBLs. Everybody talking about how a BBL stinks. I'm like, a BBL can kill you. How about that? I believe that a lot of us women give up on our bodies before we even have a chance to see what it looks like in our final form. Like, instead of going to the gym, we just want to go and lay on a table. Instead of eating right, we're just like, suck out all the fat in my body. And I'm not going to say I've never thought about getting a BBL, because I'm like, I got a great body. If I just nipped and tucked this, I would be perfect. But the thing is, I know a lot of people that get surgery, a lot of people that have body dysmorphia, a lot of people that constantly are changing themselves. Do you think they're ever satisfied? No. Because the same way when we're children, you know, we want to change this, we want to change that, then we grow up and we accept it. Then, oh, I thought my lips were big. Now I think they're small. Now I think they're big. Now I think we're small. We cannot perfect what God created. We can't. When I was a child and I went through a little beauty supply store and I see the women with the straight hair and little boxes, and I'd be like, Mommy, I want to straighten my hair. I want to perm. She was like, no, that's going to mess up your hair. And now that I'm an adult, I'm so grateful she never did, because my hair would not be able to handle all that. I'd probably be bald right now if I got what I wanted when I was a child. And these are the things that happen when we try to take into control how we believe we should look, because these trends are always changing. They are trends. The bodies change throughout the years. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who knows what's going to be in shape? We might be wanting boxy women then. We might be wanting muscular women then. We might be like, oh, you know, the perfect hourglass ain't in anymore. Who knows? So I'm just going to say this. If you want to change your body, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure you know why you're doing it, what you're going to do. Is this something that you could not have changed on your own? Is this something that's truly going to fill that hole within that does not make you feel good about yourself? How deep is it? Are you willing to die to look a certain way? Is it worth it? Or perhaps you need to live a better way so you can accept who you truly are.
What's up? So today is not about perfume. Today is about something different. And I'm still going to spray some. I'm definitely going to spray some natos, because I'm about to go somewhere. And yeah. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is BBLs.
and my thoughts on getting a BBL, because I had to. So yeah, back in 2019, I had my first BBL. Went there to Turkey, had a BBL, had it done, whatever, woke up, was happy, and everything turned out great. Because I didn't have no ass, literally my back and my ass was one, like an iPad, you know. So yeah, I did it, and it turned out great. I loved it, whatever, because my fat was always in my stomach area and in my back area, and my legs were kind of small always. So yeah, so I did that. And then in 2021 I did another BBL because I wanted more, I wanted bigger, I wanted more hips, and I had a second BBL. But this BBL turned out being like too much. Like, to be honest, as I said, my legs are pretty skinny, so my ass I looked like an ant, to be honest. Like, in the first couple of months, because the fat also goes like away a little bit, I looked like an ant. I didn't like it. Even people would like turn around and ask me if I had a BBL. This is not the whole point, you know. So I was not feeling it anymore. Like, in the first few months I was kind of happy, you know, because I didn't see it until people like would tell me or ask me even if I had it done. So that's when I realized, okay, you can see it. So yeah, and then I started like thinking about it and stuff, and at that point I was kind of regretting it. Like the second one, I started to be like, yeah, I want to be more natural, whatever, you know. I want to look more skinny, and some clothes I wouldn't wear anymore because it would be like too much for me, just, you know. And yeah, that's on the BBL. So now I'm 32, and sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, what if I didn't have done it before? Like, what if I didn't do it? Because now I have a baby and stuff, and my body would have probably changed also with having a baby. Like, maybe, yeah, it's not that I wake up and I cry or something, but sometimes I'm just like, what would my body look like, you know? So yeah, that's my thoughts on BBL. So if you are planning or you're thinking about getting a BBL, I mean, it depends on how your aesthetics are. Like, if you really like this Coca-Cola bottle, whatever type of aesthetics, get it. But personally, me, I would not do it again. And also, if I go to beach clubs, because, you know, I live in Dubai, and if I go to beach clubs and stuff and I see like really skinny girls, I love that. I personally love it. Like, that's my personal thoughts on this. So don't hate me, please. But yeah, what do you think? Would you get a BBL? Do you regret your BBL? Do you want to get a BBL but are scared? Because that was my biggest problem. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing. I went in there, they put the anesthesia in, passed out, woke up, got up, and I was like, yeah, okay, it is what it is. It was okay. It felt like muscle pain, like crazy muscle pain. Honestly, the only thing that I really hated about these BBLs is the part where you cannot sit, and the massages. And yeah, the massages were so painful. Like, right after the surgery, the massage, I feel like this is more hurtful than the BBL itself. So yeah, think about it, guys. It's still like a very long procedure, and it is very dangerous. This is part 2 on why I do regret my BBL. So as I said in the previous video, the first one came out fine, and I should have kept it that way, because as I said, and y'all think it's so funny, I was built like an iPad. I had nothing. I'm gonna blend in the pictures so y'all can see the before and after, so y'all know what I mean. So coming from nothing to having 2 BBLs, it was just a lot for me. And at that time I was a little delulu. I thought I needed this and I wanted it so bad, so I did the round 1 and round 2. So yeah, as I said, I don't regret the first one. All I wanted to see is how my body would have changed with being pregnant and having a baby and stuff like that, and that's all. But the second one, as I said, it was a little bit too much, But now, after a few years, I lost some weight and it slimmed down a little. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it slimmed down a little. It doesn't look as bad as before, but I'm gonna blend in the pictures how it looked like 6 months after the surgery, so y'all can see what I mean. And I know y'all gonna say it's not that bad, it wasn't that hard, but I'm talking about myself. Like, for me, from coming from nothing to this, it was, I don't know. When I woke up out of my dream when I was like 30 or 31, and then I realized it was just too much, or people asking me if I had it done, it was just too much. So I'm gonna blend in the pictures so you can see the before and after, and I'm gonna make another video about people still commenting in under my TikTok if my BBL smells.